Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today we have another quick battle for you. So this time it is in Steel Faith, and it is Beastmen versus Norsca. So two very monster-heavy factions are going to be going at it today. I've got a main line here of just Gore Herd because they trade pretty well with Marauders, anything but Marauder champions, because of their armor. So I figured these guys were a safe bet. Didn't really need shields, so I went with the dual wield version. In the back, I do have, I believe, 2 units of Ungor spears, one on each flank, and then I do have the Korok's man rippers over here, along with 2 Ungor raiders. So just kind of pepper stuff down. And I just always love bringing these guys because they're a target. People like to expend money on them to try and take them out. And that's never really worth it, I think, in my mind. But they're also kind of, they can take out javelins and other stuff. So, weird unit here, but it always seems to work out the best for the Beastmen. And then kind of as my main killing force, I do have 3 Minotaurs with shields, one of them being these Butchers of Kalkengard, who are going to be holding up the middle and giving me armor-piercing damage in case he has some Marauder champions, or he has a mammoth. These guys mass will be able to stop them and let my Ungor Raider shoot them and then actually surround them. So it will kind of stop them from running rampant in my lines. The Minotaurs will take some devastating damage from them, though. I do have a Brave Shaman of Wild, and of course, any competitive build has Morgar, the Shadow Gave. Over here you can see the Norscan player has this nice flank of Norscan Ice Wolves and Norscan Warhounds. He's got another one out over there in that forest. And then he was kind of expecting Minotaurs, I guess, so he brought a ton of Marauder Spearmen. He brought 4 Marauder Berserkers. He does have a Famir Balefiend of Shadows. These guys are pretty cool. Hybrid melee caster unit. You can see they do have armor piercing, they do have armor sundering, and magical attacks. So very useful there, but a large target, so my Ungor Raiders will be able to shoot this guy. And he only has 65 armor. But I don't think I take advantage of that because he does have the Cold Voider and a Marauder Chieftain on a Mammoth. And so these guys synergize pretty well because it's 2 monstrous units, but the Frost Worm negates 20% of the damage going down on the Marauder Chieftain because he does have that Guardian ability there. So very cool build. And you can see one of his, I don't think I mentioned, but one of his Berserkers is these Brutes of the Hound, which I think is almost a must bring against most factions. So we'll kind of get started here. See those Warhounds trying to find a nice place, but I do have a lot of stuff here. My Spearmen, and hopefully these Korok's man rippers here can get on the Cold Voider would be the ideal target for these guys. Because they do have that armor piercing. The Cold Voider does have 110 armor, so you're definitely going to need that. Over here you can see he almost walked into my spears. It was so close. But he's going to keep trying to kind of push these guys around. You can see, oh, this is what I did do. I did summon a Cygor. And you can see already doing some nice damage to these Hound units, or the Berserker units, which are really one of the only threats to my Gore Herd main line. So you can see these rocks coming in here. And man, this Cygor does cost 30 Winds of Magic. So in Vanilla he costs the, or in Steel Faith he costs 30, which is the entire mana pool in Vanilla. Luckily in Steel Faith you get a little bit extra mana than that. Over here, oh, you can see, nice pick here. He did let me catch his Warhounds with some spears as they were flanking around. Then I got in here with my Minotaurs, and I just started tearing these guys up. So free money essentially for me. And you can see nice Ungor Raider fire on this dragon. It's not going to do anything. Oh man, this thing is terrifying. You can see their whole volley just missed. And whatever, that's okay. I'm probably never going to use all these guys' ammo anyways. But something I don't have them on guard mode. I don't know why I didn't put them on guard mode, but I don't. Over here, again, these Warhounds just get a little bit too close. And I pull my Spear Herd in, and I'm going to pull my Minotaurs in here just to finish them off real quick. Anything I can do to get those Minotaurs back in the main battle. So over here you can see big mistake. I'm going to lose a lot of the firing time I would have on these Berserkers because I'm running around, running through my own lines, etc., etc. So you can see nice placement over here though. Oh man, look at my horrible micro. Yeah, you can see these Minotaurs with shields just booking it off the side. I think I do catch them here. And you can see this Mammoth is just coming for that Cygor. And I realized this, and I'm like, oh, I gotta get him in my main line. And so look at that, he just took a bunch of damage. So I'm gonna have to bring my Destroyers in, rushing my Goreherd in as well. And you can see targeting the Brutes of the Hound here with my Ungor Raiders. Over here I should be targeting the Berserkers. But my Cygor will be decent in melee combat, so he'll stay in there, help those Butchers. You can see a lot of these Warhounds still around, ready to hop into my back lines. You can see I'm mobilizing these Koroks Man Rippers here. And yeah, look at this, see, because my stuff is all surrounded by this Goreherd, and his troops haven't gotten in there yet. So I'm getting some nice, almost free damage, I think, off on the Marauder Chieftain. But you can see that Hellfire Sword being proc there is going to give him fire damage, which is really going to help him against those Butchers of Kalkengard. So nice bring there. You can see these main lines are going to engage. My Goreherd should slaughter these Spearmen over here as well. And you can see nice exploitation of what's going on here. You can see, I don't know why I moved my spears over this way, but I did. And he's going to take that chance to move these Warhounds in. You can see these Minotaurs with shields still coming back, getting ready. And you can see, look how just fast these Marauder Berserkers. These are the ones that were getting hit by the rock, plus Morgur, plus Goreherd, is going to lead to a bad time for them. You can see, I think I'm casting Devolve over here, hitting these Brutes of the Hound, just trying to help. And then you can see he's going to get on my Grey Shame of Wild, and then one Warhound is going to get into my Ambush Spears. So, not the best. Nice Pit of Shades here. It's going to be doing a decent amount of damage to all this stuff, and you can see my Cygor is almost at half health. And you can see, look at that Goreherd just get tanked by that Pit of Shades. And then over here, you can see Vile Tide. Just anything I can do to try. I was just trying to use this guy's mana before he died. But over here, you can see I really need to switch these Ungor Raiders over. You can see my Koroks Man Ripper's about half health. But this is kind of where the money's happening. This is kind of he has a lot of money here in the central fight. But I've got Morgur over here. And so you can see I'm cleaning up shop on at least this portion of the line, bringing those Chaos Spawn into the back. You can see these guys are almost routed as well. And then once these guys get below 20%, I'm going to be casting another Chaos Spawn summon on them. So that's going to really shift this battle line in my favor. And then over here you can see finally cleaning up these Warhounds with the help of some Minotaurs. Some Spears holding up those guys. You can see my Ungor Raiders about half health, but still got a lot of models. They have 100. They've lost 40 models, so that's okay. And over here you can see just surrounding these guys, trying to atrociously fight them. Really need to be targeting the Cold Voider. And you can see my Cygor is just taking a pounding. Then over here, yeah, you can see just chasing these guys off. My Goreherd's trading in that front line, but on this side you can see a lot of this stuff is routing. I'm surrounding this with some more Chaos Spawn. Just Morgur is an MVP. Now you can see I do have 2 whole units of Minotaurs in here. I've got my Man Rippers, I've got my Ungor Spears. I'm casting Devolve, trying to break the leadership on some of these guys maybe. You can see my Spears are just relentlessly chasing these Warhounds. I don't want them coming to the back of anything or catching my Grey Shame of Wild. Yeah, you can see there goes the Grey Shaman, the Fimir Balefiend, my Chaos Spawn doing work over here. Yeah, now it's really just this stuff. You can see my Minotaurs. I just have too much density here. And that Cygor's still around, laying down that 475 weapon strength. And you can see more spears and Goreherd are coming in. You can see these guys have lasted a very long time, and my Minotaurs have taken a chunk of damage, but they really haven't lost any models. Um, and then it's just going to be army losses, I think, at this point, with those large targets. So Pyrrhic victory there. Yeah, you can see my Gore Herd did what they needed to do, but you can see I didn't lose any models on those butchers, which is crazy. I think it's because they were targeting my Cygor, but they just weren't able to finish them off just because of the density of my troops around there. The Gore Herd, the Koroks Man Rippers. Um, yeah, you can see a lot of these Berserkers did not do as well as you would think. You can see 142 kills on this guy. Um, 81 on that Marauder Chieftain, so he really was taking out a bunch of the stuff kind of around my large targets, like the Gore Herd and the Koroks Man Rippers, but he wasn't able to just kind of put down the damage that he needed to on these like single entity or near single entity units like the Minotaurs and the Cygor. But definitely like this build, very fun. You can see this Norsca Ice Wolf got 120 kills. Even the one I caught with the Minotaurs got 18. But yeah, anyways, great game to Crazy Mofo. I'll have a couple more games that we played in a series coming up later in the week. Anyways, thanks so much, guys, for watching, and that's that.